The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
22 needle. White. Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Do that again, baby. Do it again.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake. Lance. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
6, mega.
56, the mark, 56, check 56. Watch the back, watch the back.
And Lance now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
45.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on second and 6. Lance. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56, the mark, boys. 56.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they'll go for it. Lance, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ken Walker, 56 yards. And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Here we
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Cycle. Go.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Drill 52.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. 10. Hey, Green.
In motion, the tight end.
Blue striker.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the 2nd half.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go, set. Clock 40. Shot, 17. 6. Mega.
Take 4, take 4. Shit. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Oh, dead, punt. Check hot route.
Trouble, 38. Hut.
Mike 10. Go for it.
Hey.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Who that?
You, yellow.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Back to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. In motion left is Wilson.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Tough one there. 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He finds Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and goal. Lance escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. 5. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On 1st down, Lance. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Watch the run. Go pink.
Hey, 4-1 Mike.
Blue, go. Blue is striker.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance over the middle and complete to Wilson. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lance. He's got his tight end fan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Cause red.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, man. Watch.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 156 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second and 14. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And it's a pick six.
EA Sports, within the game. Great play call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them when I...
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he
finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Chubb. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Ravens at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
22 yards there, a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Falcons 7, Ravens nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Hey, middle.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team,
he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Justin Tucker on field goal of 35 yards.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got his man, London, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over first down carry at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
We changed it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
3rd and goal, Jackson being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20.